Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey with host Will, co-host the Water Cooler Guru and the Free Agent. FM 88.1 WHPR, Power Talk Live Radio. Live call-in number 313-868-3688. Live every Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Live streaming at FM 88.1WHPR.com. Past shows at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk, no professionals here.
Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will. Guru or the free agent's not here today, so Mr. DC stepping up to the mic. What's going on?
What up?
All right, October the 26th, 2013. Call in number 313-868-3688 or 313-868-0331. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back. We got Tigers, Lions, Michigan State, Red Wings, and some NBA topics I would like to jump off into. So it was a good day for the state of Michigan somewhat. See what happens, And see what, come back. We'll talk Tigers talk. Let's get that out of the way. Then big game for the Lions today in Green Bay. Talk that. We'll talk about what happened with Michigan's game last night. Michigan State pulled out a victory. All types of stuff to get off in today. So let's take a commercial break, and we'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
With all the talk of universal health care these days, there may soon come a time when worried about your own insurance or limited insurance isn't a problem. But the cold reality is that many people simply can't afford health care coverage. But there is hope in the form of a medical discount program called WellCard Health. WellCard Health provides discounts on doctor, dental, and vision visits with a prescription service and other programs as well. These services are available at doctor's offices and pharmacies throughout the U.S., including CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, and more. For more information, 800-285-5941. Cards can be issued for your entire family. There's no household limit. Cards can even be obtained for churches, community organizations, and businesses. Don't worry about the high cost of healthcare any longer. For more information, 800-285-5941 to learn more about how you can take advantage of WellCard Health. More information is also available at www.consumerhealthresources.com.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Gracie C Pizzeria and Sports Lounge. Gracie C is located at 6889 Greenfield in Detroit. They offer big screens, a full bar, old-fashioned Italian cooking, a pool table, free football squares, karaoke on odd Fridays, and daily food and bar specials. They're open noon on Sundays. Family owned and operated since 1969. Their phone number is 313-581-8070. For more info, graciec.com. Gracie C is offering the Jersey Special, a free topping to any pizza all day Sunday. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by ReservationsBest.com. ReservationsBest.com has the hotel you need. We instantly collect and compare the booking prices of all the top travel deal services on the internet like Expedia, Hotels.com, Travelocity, and many others. No matter where you're headed, ReservationsBest.com will save you hotel costs. For more info, www.reservationsbest.com. You're listening to Detroit Sports Jersey live on WHPR 88.1 FM, Power Talk Live Radio. Live call-in number 313-868-3688. Live streaming at FM 88.1 WHPR.com. Past shows are at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Now back to host Will and DC.
All right, thank you very much. DC, let's get off into these Tigers. They played last night. Verlander pitched 7 strong innings, 4 hits, no runs, 11 strikeouts. Albuquerque, he took the loss. The series tied at 1-1 now.
So they ain't get the win?
No, not 1-0. No, not at all.
How you gonna have Verlander pitch, but they couldn't get the win?
I mean, actually, it wasn't pitcher's duel, to be honest with you. Oakland, they had 8 hits. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm looking at the stats here, and actually, no one on either team is hitting great. Prince Fielder, he's only hitting 125. I mean,
yeah, because I saw the game the day before, and they were kind of slow hitting the bat.
So Cabrera, he's hitting 250. Torrey Hunters, he hitting 143. That's not going. Austin Jackson, the leadoff hitter, 125. That don't sound or smell like World Series to me.
Nah.
You know,
Well,
Verlander.
I mean, well, they said they was gonna struggle against Oakland anyway. So we gotta see how they gonna do when they come back to Detroit.
and
The home crowd is on their side. So
I mean, I ain't putting this loss on Verlander. I mean, putting it on the Tigers because, like I said, he got no run support, no hit support.
no hit support. And
You know what
and
I'm
that's what
saying?
they was talking about too. Every time
4
Verlander
hits in the
pitching,
game. That's not no hit support.
Yeah.
You can't win like
you
that.
can't win like that.
And like I said, really, to be honest with you, Oakland's not exactly, putting no winning numbers up. Also, I mean, these are basically no-name guys. People really don't know about except for Coco Chris. But what is he hitting out there? He hitting 0.
0.
0. And he's their star player.
What's my man who was in the home run derby from that team?
Oh, you talking about Centipede?
Yeah.
He hitting 500.
I mean, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, but like I said, they got to get more run support. I just don't see no World Series jumping off like this, putting up these type of numbers.
We got to see how it goes in the next game.
I
They
mean,
might
you
turn it around.
can't play Boston, run up against Boston, which look like they gonna win that series. They putting up some serious numbers over there on Tampa Bay.
Oh well, Tampa Bay they not that good,
so-
especially against Boston. Boston they got a little chip on their shoulder, so they got something to prove this year.
So they're not gonna actually Boston they won 7-4 yesterday, so they're not actually gonna put up running against Boston. Matter of fact, I got something here. Where is this at? Bring up fast. Actually, Jeb Leland doesn't do so well in Boston anyway when he goes there and play against them boys. In fact, I think they were 4-3 this year against them, but.
Because last time they got 19-4.
But yeah, it was something like that. But he don't want to meet Boston. They got to step up their game, or this is gonna be a lost season. I mean, $250 million, 2 players. You might as well say 250. We're gonna squabble about numbers here.
250.
Well, you look at it. Prince Fielder 223 versus Justin Verlander just signed for $80 million. That's over 300 right there.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Cabrera, his contract about to come up in the next year.
But you never know. They might turn it around, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, you got to step it up better than that. I'm sorry, you got your top players sitting up here. Basically, the whole team, as I'm looking at it, probably hitting 200 at the best. That's not World Series. I'm sorry.
Nah, that's not World Series.
That's. I wish the free agent was here to defend his boy, but he's sitting up there like a sniveling coward, laying up under the bed, scared of the boogeyman. Didn't want to face the music. Actually, I thought he'd come in today with his chest poked out because the Lions won.
I thought he was too.
I thought he'd come in beating his chest like Tarzan, but he's like some sniveling coward, home up under the bed, hiding.
All right.
That's right. I'm calling him out. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
The Lions played a good game, so you got to give them credit.
Look at here, man. Let me tell you what Boston top 4, lead off 4 hitting up.
500. I already know they hit over
530 lead off hitter. 580, 556. That's from 500. 375, 375. Ortiz 370. Come on, man. There ain't no way they gonna beat the Tigers can stand up. Come on. Look at that. Come on. They gotta step up their game, G Money, or it's over.
Yeah, they got to.
You gotta step up.
Like I said, you gotta see what they do in the next game. So they might turn it around.
Speaking of the next game, which boy, did they stick it to the fans here in Detroit. 1 o'clock start on a Monday. Didn't even give people a chance to call off work.
People gonna call off for work.
Oh man, 40,000 gonna be sick tomorrow. It's gonna be 40,000 people sick tomorrow.
Yeah, because they want to see that.
They
that
let the
game.
schedule out Friday night. You buy the tickets in advance. They don't let the times out until everything is written in stone.
Right.
So they got.
I'm surprised that game is on a Monday. I'm surprised it wasn't on a Tuesday.
And you know who else is getting screwed in this too?
What was that?
Let's just say you're an Oakland Raiders fan for some godly reason, or a Chargers fan for some,
Like he had to bring them in there.
That game, I'm tell you why. That even though it's still on the West Coast, That game done been pushed back to 11:30 at night.
Ooh.
So if you a true fan, you ain't gonna get to bed till about 2 or 3 in the morning.
They might call off work too the next day.
You know, so I'm rooting for the Tigers though. You know, hopefully they'll pull it off. You know, come back. You know, look like it might go game. You know, full game 5. We'll see. True test to be tomorrow. Because whoever win tomorrow, the next game is a must win.
Of course.
Must win. So we'll see what goes on there. All right, what we're gonna do? We're gonna swing. You wanna take another commercial break, or you wanna keep going, voice? Go to a commercial. All right, let's go to a commercial. We come back. We're gonna talk about NFL, some NBA, Red Wings. They 2-1. Just got off to an early season here. Of course, they lost last night against Boston 4-1. But hey, the season's still early, so you know, wish them boys luck. They done moved to the Eastern Conference now, so. You know, which is a good thing,
that's
man.
That's a good thing, too, yeah.
Man, you want to stand up at 11 o'clock watching them play in Colorado, man. Come on.
I mean, it's more good teams on the West than it is the East.
No, but we'll see what happens with them boys, see what goes on. Also, we'll give up our picks for last week, see how we done. You know, I can't ask the free agent his picks for this week because he's home sniveling like a coward.
He gonna keep calling him out.
That's all. I'm calling him out the whole show.
The
whole show, coward. All right, let's take a commercial break. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
With all the talk of universal healthcare these days, there may soon come a time when worrying about your own insurance or limited insurance isn't a problem. But the cold reality is that many people simply can't afford healthcare coverage. But there is hope in the form of a medical discount program called WellCard Health. WellCard Health provides discounts on doctor, dental, and vision visits with a prescription service and other programs as well. These services are available at doctor's offices and pharmacies throughout the U.S., including CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, and more. For more information, 800-285-5941. Cards can be issued for your entire family. There's no household limit. Cards can even be obtained for churches, community organizations, and businesses. Don't worry about the high cost of healthcare any longer. For more information, 800-285-5941 to learn more about how you can take advantage of WellCard Health. More information is also available at www.consumerhealthresources.com.
And yeah.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Gracie C Pizzeria and Sports Lounge. Gracie C is located at 6889 Greenfield in Detroit. They offer big screens, a full bar, family dining, old-fashioned Italian cooking, a pool table, free football squares, karaoke on odd Fridays, and daily food and bar specials. They're open noon on Sundays. Family owned and operated since 1969. Their phone number is 313-581-8070. For more info, graciec.com. That's GRACIESEE.com. Gracie C is offering the Jersey Special, a free topping to any pizza all day Sunday. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by ReservationsBest.com. ReservationsBest.com has the hotel you need. We instantly collect and compare the booking prices of all the top travel deal services on the internet like Expedia, Hotels.com, Travelocity, and many others. No matter where you're headed, ReservationsBest.com will save you hotel costs. For more info, www.reservationsbest.com. You're listening to Detroit Sports Jersey live on WHPR 88.1 FM, Powered Talk Live Radio. Live call-in number 313-868-3688. Live streaming at FM 88.1 WHPR.com. Past shows are at DetroitSportsJersey.com. The email address is info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Now back to host Will in DC.
All right, thank you very much. All right, before we get off into the Lions conversation, let me give a big shout out to Sue, what he did last week when they played Chicago. Invited these two players from, what school is this? Anyway, they're deaf football players here in Detroit. Bloomfield Hills High School. There we go. Nolan Beasley and Avante Bridges, yeah. special guest of his up in the, they play football, they deaf, so
Right.
they asked him a question, and he said, well, actually the best way for me to answer that question is for you to actually come to the game and see.
Right.
And then give a little shout out. Sue he get tore up a lot in the media,
They say he's actually a good guy.
they don't want to, give me, sometimes he do act like a clown, but I'm just saying, people don't like to give out shout outs when they do something nice, speaking of shouting out, they sitting up there 3-1, beat Chicago last week. Go to Green Bay today. Give me your thoughts, DC. What you expect when they hit Lambeau Field today?
What's the weather like?
It don't matter.
That's the only thing I'm gonna say. What's the weather like? Because 9 times out of 10 they gonna lose.
And I'm gonna tell you something right there. So take my hat off to them boys. They did it.
Oh yeah,
week.
they did it last week.
A free agent was sitting over here, still in the bed like a sniveling coward. I would sit over here and shake his hand and tell them boys actually I was impressed.
Yeah, I was too.
I'm not impressed saying they gonna play the whole season, but that game I was impressed. They ain't never won in Miami. Well, 90 forever, whatever, 92-3, whatever. I think they gonna lose. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Right.
I think this
but
is gonna be their toughest
I told
match.
free agent yesterday. I'm like, depends on which Jay Cutler show up. It would be the good Jay Cutler or the bad Jay Cutler.
Let me say something about
Jay Cutler has an up and down season, so I already knew what that was. Because the week before he had a good game, so last week it was like, yeah, he had a bad game. So
Jay Cutler never impressed me. Just like Josh Freeman, by the way, who got released by the Buccaneers this week. They never impressed me. That's why I was kind of hesitant to pick Chicago, but I'm thinking, okay, but hey, they got whooped like they stole something from the Lions, and I take my hats off to them, but I think this is the real test right here to Aaron Rodgers. I really do. I think this right here going up to Lambeau Field, they got the three-headed monster with Reggie Bush, Calvin, and Matthew Stafford. But actually, if you shut Calvin down, Matthew go down too.
They got Reggie Bush.
Yeah. That's
so it's like you got to pick either or. You pick either shut down Reggie or you shut down Calvin.
Well, see, my thing is this: you can really get 2 for 1 if you shut down Calvin.
Oh yeah.
So Stafford gonna suck.
Oh yeah.
After you shut him down, so you're right. Do you pick Bush or do you pick Calvin? I'm gonna pick Calvin if I get 2 for 1.
Right. Because they can't run the ball the whole game. So and then the other receivers suspect.
Reggie, he got off. Last week, 139 yards, 18 carries. So he did his thing. But like I told the free agent, Reggie come in here with already a championship ring. There's no pressure on him.
No
he
pressure.
can run freely. There's no pressure for him to take the Lions to the playoffs and do that.
But I think they wanted to be on his shoulder.
No. They can't put it on Reggie. Reggie got one already.
He got one.
Reggie didn't have a Super Bowl ring. Okay, I can see that. But Reggie has a ring. There's no pressure on his career. There's no pressure on him. He's here to help them get there.
Right.
Which I can see them maybe still get. Like I said, the truth.
Like you said, they're at the top of their division, so we'll see how the rest of their schedule looks. So next week they got Cleveland, so that's. I'm going to say that's a win next week. So
I don't know, man. Cleveland, that surprised a lot of people here. Everybody thought they was going to fold.
Right.
And to be honest with you, they done, let me see.
Yeah, they top of their division.
They had Cleveland, they had Green Bay
They
today.
have Cleveland
next week. Home against Cincinnati, home against Dallas, and then they have a bye. But see, when they come back from their bye, this is where I think their season get a little tough. Which is they'll be at Chicago because usually they split they
But if you look at it, they should beat everybody in their division at least once or twice.
Looking at this schedule at the beginning of the season, I really had them losing at Pittsburgh. Which they suck.
Yeah, they suck.
I had them losing at they play Philly.
They play at Tampa Bay too, don't they?
They suck now. The Thanksgiving Day game is here home against Green Bay. At Philly. They play at Philly after that. So they suck. So be more. They hanging on doing their thing. The Giants, they suck.
They suck. But you looking at it, the Lions might go to the playoffs this year.
Yeah, they're actually in the driver's seat. If you was to go play by the schedule now, the question you have to ask yourself: are these teams gonna turn it around?
Right.
Cause
most teams do after they bye week they turn
will
it
this
around.
loss deflate Detroit? Cleveland, like I said, they playing some good ball.
Yeah, Cleveland playing good ball.
Unfortunately, their quarterback went down. Brian Hoyer, he went down.
He out for the season.
Yeah, so unfortunately, but they might pull that one off in Cleveland, Cincinnati, Dallas. I don't know what that.
Cincy, they playing good.
I don't know. Like I said, these next two games will tell. If Cleveland play the way they done played their last opponent since trading Trent Richardson, Detroit's in trouble.
That was a dumb move.
Detroit's in trouble, but it's paying off for them so far.
Yeah.
But it'll tell at the end of the season. So like I said, they got a big game there in Green Bay. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't think they won there since 91, 3, something
94, something like that.
Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute since they won there. But what I'm going to do is let me go over these picks we did. How did we do last week? Once again, I'm going to start with the sniveling coward that's not here. He actually did very well at 9-7. So in week 4, the free agent went 9-7. He's 40-24. You actually tied with that sniveling coward at 9-7 last week, which brings you up to second place to 34-40. And I'm at 500, 32-32. I went 7-9 last week. So, like I said, the sniveling coward is ahead at 40-24. Y'all better know him as the free agent. But let me ask you a question. What do you think about the Buccaneers releasing Josh Freeman?
That was a dumb move because he got you to the playoffs the year before.
Let me ask you another question. Who you think will be back in the league first, him or Tim Tebow?
Him.
Who you
Him.
think?
I'm gonna go with Josh Freeman.
You think Josh Freeman
I'm
will
gonna
be
go
back
with Josh
in the league
Freeman.
before Tim Tebow?
Yeah. But Tim Tebow, he was if you put him in the right system, he'll be a good quarterback. But that's what people don't understand. If you put him in the right,
I don't understand why Jacksonville's not giving either of these guys a chance.
I guess they want to go with their rookie they got in Jacksonville. So but me personally, if I was Jacksonville, I'd have got Tim Tebow because if you put him in the right system, he'll win you some football games.
Man, they like the lowest of the low when it comes to the
Wait, did they win any games this year?
No. Matter of fact, they really should just fold for real.
People say that about Cleveland. You saw what happened to Cleveland?
They 0-4. But Cleveland has players. Think about this. About their organization. They drafted a punter over Russell Wilson.
Oh, yeah, that was dumb.
Come on, man. Are you serious?
I wouldn't have did that. That was a dumb move right there.
A punter over Russell Wilson? Come on, are you serious? Who's making these decisions?
They need to change their whole front office.
That person should be fired.
Yeah, they should be fired if you just gonna pick a punter over Russell Wilson, who was there. What was he? What round did he go? First round, second round?
Russell Wilson went late in the first round, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Because Seattle needed a quarterback.
Yeah, they did need a quarterback.
Was Matt Flynn? He was a joke. Like I said,
he got paid by Lions. Yeah, he got paid playing the Lions.
Thanks to the Lions. But all right, let's take another commercial break. We come back, talk about some NBA. Got to ask you about Matter of fact, before we take a commercial break, let's jump into some NBA. And we still got our picks to make. Let me ask you something. You're a big NBA guy, DC, right?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan said in his prime, you probably heard him,
Yeah.
that he could beat LeBron James, but he's not sure about Kobe Bryant. They asked why, and they said because Kobe steals all of his moves. He told his story to Sports Illustrated. What do you think?
I kind of agree with him.
You think that?
I kind of agree with him. I mean, because if you Kobe, why not be the best and learn from the best, which was Michael Jordan?
Do you think he'll beat LeBron James?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Only reason I say no, I don't know. I can go 50 either or, because, man, LeBron is a strong guy.
Yeah.
He's like a brick wall. For
I mean,
real.
but you figure Michael was a good shooter, so he's not gonna take LeBron in the post. But even though Jordan was a good post player,
I don't know, man.
and LeBron, his jumper is a suspect, so you know.
I don't know. That's like I said. I could go either way on that one. I don't know exactly what. That would be a good matchup.
Yeah, it'd be a good matchup, but I think Jordan, I agree with Jordan. He'll have a harder chance playing Kobe.
How old is Mike now? About 50?
About 50.
The reason I asked this because I Googled Mike after he came out with this, and they got this video. So 2006, he would have been 46, right?
Right.
No, this 2013.
Yeah.
30 what?
43.
43. Oh, he was schooling O.J. Mayo. He was schooling him at 43.
43. I mean, but they said Michael can still. They said Michael can still play.
Man, when you get a chance, you really need to Google. I mean, he was schooling that boy. He had no chance. None. I mean, like I said, I just Googled it. It just happened to pop up. I was
right,
like,
but that's at 43. Just imagine in his prime what he would have really did to O.J. Mayo.
Oh man, come on. He probably was really being nice.
Yeah.
Then.
So you said at 43 he killed O.J. Mayo. So just imagine in his prime what he'd have really did to O.J. Mayo.
Detroit Sports Jersey. Name and where you calling from.
This is the one and only guru from Clinton Town.
I knew so. I had to use the bathroom for some
I
reason.
want to give a shout out to the Oakland Athletics on that rookie they put on the mound. He pitched a marvelous game. Even though Verlander pitched a marvelous game too, I think there's a conspiracy on the Tigers. How can you never give this man no run support? I'm confused.
Well, first of all, the whole team is hitting sorry, Guru.
I hear what you're saying, but when Scherzer pitched the other night, they gave him 3 runs.
Yeah, but they barely pulled that one off.
If you go back and look at Verlander the last 5 starts, the Tigers have done nothing for him. He didn't got less run support than any of the other starters. That is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, well, you can't give them no support when you only hitting, the ball. What they hit it last night? 3 times, 4 hits. Oakland had 8.
Yo, you're missing the big picture, my son.
Huh?
Let's go back when they were hitting good as a team. They still didn't hit for Verlander. That's my point. I'm talking about. I'm going back to the last 5 starts, not this last little slump thing. And now I think because they only scored, they didn't win 26 scoreless innings.
Okay, well, this is 2 games, but in 2 games, let me tell you what your top 5 are hitting. Austin Jackson, 128 lead off, followed by Torrey Hunter, 143. Cabrera, 250. Your boy Prince Fielder, the $200 million man, 125. And Martinez, 250. So, G-Man Western, what are you talking about, run support?
And check this out. I got to give a shout out to Jim Leland. I want to thank him for that blunder he did in the 5th inning.
So you just ain't gonna answer my question.
No, he not gonna answer your question. He just skipped that question.
Hold on, let me finish because this is crazy. He had it was 1 out, runners on the corners. You got Austin Jackson at the plate, which he done struck out basically 200 times the last 3 or 4 years consecutively. So he is known to strike out heavy. The count gets to 0-3, and he looks over at the third base coach to get the signal, and they give him the green light on an 0-3 pitch, and he's a strikeout artist. So why don't you let him take that pitch to get on base, because he strikes out, and then it gets worse because then the count went to full because he swung and missed on the 0-3 pitch. And then what happened was when it got to 3-2, he's going to have a hit and run on with a strikeout artist. Are you serious? Jackson struck out, and then they threw the runner out at second. Gee, money, I said ball game was over then. And that was the game. They lost 1-0.
But you do realize Austin Jackson has an up and down season. Like he never has a consistent season.
Young grasshopper, let me explain something to you. In the baseball, you play the percentages. You have a strikeout artist.
Right.
So why would you have the hit and run on with a strikeout artist? Hello, tell me I'm confused. Make that clear to me.
Talking to
You can't.
I mean, because he never.
You cannot have a hit and run on with a strikeout artist. A guy strikes out 200 times a season. You got the hit and run on in a playoff game. Are you serious?
I agree.
And check this out. You go from you got a 0-3 count. You're supposed to let him sit on that bat. Sit on the bat. Let me just get on base. The bases have been loaded with 1 out. And then you got Torrey Hunter in the meat of your lineup coming up. Gee, with a rookie after, dog, that would have broke the rookie's back if he would have loaded the bases right there. That would have broke his back.
But like you said, he looked at the third base coach, and the third base coach told him to swing.
So you blaming this loss on Leland?
I got to, G. That was the turning point. He should have held the bat at 3-0. He didn't do that, so he let him swing. You don't have a hit and run with no strikeout artist. Are you serious? Come on now, man. You have hit and runs with people that always put the bat on the ball. You know what I mean? People who put the ball in play. Not no guy who strikes out a lot.
This is true.
You know what I mean? You want the hit and run is a guy who put the ball in play and hit a lot of ground balls or line drive. So you won't hit into a double play. And then you call the steal on the strikeout artist? I mean, come on now. Was any of y'all watching the game? I was listening to the game on the radio.
I was watching it.
And when I listened on the radio, when they said, when I heard the guy said, he struck him out, but the runner goes and the runner goes. I said, ball game is over. And the announcer on the radio said, they took the rookie out of the jam. They had the rookie on the ropes. Imagine what happened. The bases was loaded. 1 out. Torrey Hunter comes to. You think that was for the pitcher? Because he got rattled. If y'all remember,
you talking about the same.
When my man got on base, he got rattled because then he couldn't concentrate on the batter because he was worried about the runner.
First of all, Gordon, this is where I'm gonna disagree with you. And I'm not gonna be nervous because Torrey Hunter's coming up hitting 143. No, I'm not nervous. No, I'm not. No, I'm not nervous.
That's why you're not a manager, dude.
I'm not nervous.
Gee, listen, he might be in a slump now, but he's still a 300 hitter, though. You got to respect Torrey Hunter. You got to respect.
Not hitting 143.
And check it out. You holler about Prince hitting 125. I bet you if he coming to the plate in the playoffs, I bet you 99% of the pitchers don't want to see him.
Okay, well, he's in the playoffs now. He's hitting 145.
Yeah, but G-Money, he's still a threat. You see, you missing something. Regardless,
he was 0 for 0 yesterday with no hits. I'm confused. What was the intimidation factor there? He did hit the ball not one time yesterday. So where I'm going to be intimidated by him coming up hitting 120.
Hold it. Let me add this because see, you're talking crazy.
How am I talking crazy?
You'll agree with this guy. I mean, he's talking crazy. Prince Fielder is a threat, an intimidating batter pitch. He's a career threat. I mean, he's going to get back 300 just about every year. He's going to give you 30 home runs every year and 100 RBIs. Gee, money, he is a threat.
How many rings do we have with them now?
This season? Because this season he wasn't a threat this year.
He may not be producing at the time, but he is a threat.
That's what I need you to produce. I don't need you to give me all these numbers in the regular season and then disappear in the playoffs. That means nothing.
Okay, I'm glad you said that. So, while you talking, Oakland A's ain't did much better. They only got 2 runs.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Ain't nobody hitting. So what are you saying? So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is Oakland A's ain't sitting over there with a $300 million payroll either. That's what I'm saying.
Ain't got nothing to do with that, G. They're all professionals.
You got a lot to do with it. Because if I'm paying you this money, I want a World Series ring. Pizza Man did not sign Prince Fielder to hit 125 in the playoffs. I'm sorry. Hello?
I'm still here. You're talking crazy again.
How am I talking crazy?
If I pay you $300 million, every time you come to bat, you should hit a home run.
So who has done that?
Prince ain't did that.
Well, see, I ain't gonna say every...
No. You said you should, so we history repeat itself. Tell me somebody hit a home run every time he came to the plate.
I want to know this too, because I'm not gonna agree with that.
But I'm saying, if I pay you, here's my question though. If I pay you $300 million, every time you come to bat, you should hit a home run.
Okay, I'm glad. Okay. Since that analogy you're using, okay, if you're my brain surgeon and I pay you $300 million, every patient you operate on, you should save. Because that is what you're saying.
Right.
No, you shouldn't. It don't work like that, Jay.
It do work like that.
It don't work like that.
Guru. I'm gonna agree with you with that one. I ain't seen nobody hit no home run every time. I ain't seen nobody bet no 1,000 in their career. Now I'm gonna agree. But wait a minute though. Let me finish. But on the other hand, you can't disappear hitting 125 in the playoffs. I'm sorry.
Okay, I agree with you. I agree. I'm not trying to take up for his slump, but
wait, because you started off your conversation. How can Verlander get no hit support? And the hitters are Miguel, Prince, Torrey Hunter.
It's his top five hitters.
Okay. What y'all missing is this. Even though them guys are in a slump, but when everybody else, when Scherzer comes up, they give him runs. So why all of a sudden they come out of a slump when Scherzer pitch?
I agree with something.
You talking about they struggling? Yeah, they're struggling, sure enough, but they manage to muster some runs when he's pitching.
maybe Scherzer's greasing their palm. I don't know.
Getting back to this guy talking about you should hit every time you come up. What he don't know is one of the greatest hitters of all time, Ty Cobb, which is he's got the lifetime career batting average of 366. What that translating to is this: 36% of the time that he comes to the plate, he gets a hit. To be a 300 hitter in baseball, which is they call you a very good hitter, that's only hitting the ball 30% of the time. Any other business you in where you only get something 30% of the time, you are fired. So that tells you how hard it is to hit a baseball. So a baseball player in a slump is not nothing unusual. My point being is he's still a threat because he can hit the ball, and I'm going back to fielding. And another thing, too, the best season ever was, I think, 410, and that's only 40% of the time. The greatest baseball season ever was he only hit the ball 40% of the time he came to the plate.
I understand
so it's hard to hit a baseball.
I understand what you're saying, though. But
you couldn't.
Let me ask you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
They don't for the other pitchers.
No. What all I'm saying is, though, you giving me good numbers and okay numbers in the regular season. And then the playoffs, you disappeared. I need you in the play. That's what I'm paying you. I'm paying you to get me to the playoff and to carry me up beyond that to the World Series and win it all. I'm sorry, I'm not paying you $223 million just to hit 125, and with possibility we might get bounced out of this 5-game series.
Why are you saying get bounced? You did what you're supposed to do. You split on the road.
Wait, let me ask you a question. You got the best 1-2 pitchers in the league, and you tell me you did what you're supposed to do, split? I'm confused. I think you should come back home up 2-0 with the best 1-2 pitchers in the league. Hello?
Okay, check it out. Them best 1-2 pitchers in the league only gave up 2 runs in 2 games. Gee, if you give up 2 runs in 2 games, you're supposed to win. It ain't their fault that them bombs
okay, I'm not saying this to pick. I'm talking about the whole team in general. I'm not just picking them.
You should have won with those. The pitchers did what they're supposed to do.
No.
You're only supposed to win is everybody chip in. G, it's a team game.
I understand this. And the other side didn't chip in. So what I'm saying is, though,
Oakland didn't do too much chipping either, see?
Let me ask you.
Okay, they scored 2 runs in 2 days.
Basically, what I'm saying is, You have the top two pitchers in the league. You have your top hitters come in line 1 through 5, G Money. You supposed to come back home up 2-0.
Okay, G, what I need you to do when the show get off, fly out to Anaheim and tell them all them $300 million men they didn't even make the playoffs. They were at 500. So what's the problem there?
I don't know, man, but
they got Hamilton. They got what's the Pujols? I mean, hello.
They ain't had Anaheim. They ain't had no pictures.
Whoa, they got the best boy in the league over there, man. What's his name? Weaver. They got 2 of the top 2 starters in the league. Weaver was the Cy Young 2 years ago.
That's 2 years ago. We talking about this year.
Pitching, G.
What was your question again to tell who?
I want you to fly out to Anaheim and tell them fans they speak the playoffs because they got 2 $300 million men right there. Hamilton.
Wait. Now you know Pujols was hurt the whole season. He wasn't even playing the whole season.
No. Whoa, slow your roll. You talking to the stats man.
Oh my
Pujols,
God.
they grounded him. He missed 52 games out of 162, so he played 110 games.
Hey, first of all, I'm not gonna talk to the fans. I'm gonna talk to the owners because they stupid. They the one that's stupid enough to pay these players this because they be a flash in the pan. Now your boy in New York, what's his name? The free agent. No. You know what he asked? You know what he asked it for?
He want $300 million.
$300 million. Now if you're an owner and you stupid enough to give him that, that's on you. That's on because he's gonna be the next A-Rod. I'm talking about running him out of town, right? When they see that his numbers don't hold up to that contract. That's all they doing to
Okay. When was the last time you been to the gas station?
This morning.
You said this morning?
This morning.
Okay, then you take up just like they're fool for paying that $300 million. You's a fool for paying that $4 you paid for your gas this month.
Yeah, I would have been considering it was only $3.25. If I went in there paying $4 something a gallon, yeah, I would have been a fool offering more money.
Gas is pertinent for. Well, check this out, G. Just a few years ago, gas was $1.33.
Well, I'm sorry, Guru. I don't drive no Bentley like you. I don't put that good stuff in my tank. I only do 87. So I'm at $3.25, sir.
$1.33 a gallon, G. That's what I see.
Huh?
I said gas was $1.33 a gallon just a few years ago.
So how am I fooled for putting gas in my car? Explain now before I hang up on you.
Because you said the owners was a fool for paying these guys the $300 million, but that's the price of these players. And just like you paying $3.25 for your gas, and it was $1.33 just a few years ago.
If that's the price of these players, why are they trying to run A-Rod out of New York? If that's the price.
A-Rod flop.
Everybody can see through that, just like everybody can.
They want to get $300 million Cano, and they can't give it to both of them.
Why? Because they trying to run him out.
They shouldn't have gave it to A-Rod.
And then when Cano don't live up to them numbers, he gonna be just sitting in that same seat A-Rod was sitting in. They're gonna try to run him out of town.
Okay, I got a question for you. Name me one $300 million man that lives up to the building. Zero.
So far, none.
Right, I'm saying, but
that's what I'm saying. You a fool as an owner.
That's inflation on the price on their salary.
But you's a fool. But you's a fool as an owner if you see it.
They got a bump for $100 million now. That same time gonna cost you $300 million.
But you a fool as an owner if you see this and go out there and pay for that. I'm sorry.
You have no choice because if you don't.
No, yes, you have a choice. Yes, you do. Yes, you have a choice. Yes, you do. Let me let you go, Guru. I gotta go to a commercial.
Let me go back to work because y'all telling me crazy.
All right, then. Thanks for calling in. Yeah, hello. Detroit Sports Jersey. Name me where you're calling from. Make it quick.
Hey. Yeah, what's up? This Longhorn from Texas, bro.
Can you speak up a little bit there?
I said it's the Longhorn from Texas.
What up?
What's going on, Longhorn? I had to hang up on the Guru. He was talking like a dope fiend. Huh?
Hey, I call and talk about this government shutdown.
Oh, man.
Go ahead. What's on your mind?
You know, they say the federal employees are spoiled, right?
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? You work for the government, they say once you get in the government, you got it easy peasy. Well, you know, they talking about calling back like 400,000 of these workers, but the other 400-some thousand is not working. They're going to give back pay for all the days they've missed. Now, I don't know about you, but if you working for my company and you ain't there producing, I don't see why I have to pay you some back pay. You guys think about that?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I think it's all a joke, you know. I mean, it's amazing how, you know, you take pay away from workers. Just the average government worker's only bringing home $800 a week when they are bringing home, well, I'm talking about bring home, not gross. Key word is bring home when I say this. The local worker of the government, $800. Guess how much they bring home a week? $3,300 and some change every week with benefits.
Well, in the Constitution, they got it set up so that members of Congress pay cannot be cut or stopped during any type of government shutdown. Now, they set that up as benefit for themselves. So they're not hurting about this. Of course, they're going to hear the flack from the people, their constituents. But as far as hurting their pay or their benefits or their health benefits, they still be living on Raleigh Street.
See, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be my line. Another thing I say about that government shutdown, it kills me too, right? Because every politician, they play to the churches, the ministers, the preachers, all that. So they going to church, right?
Right.
They up there hooping and hollering, dancing, jigabooing, or whatever they do, tambourine, whatever they do, praising God. But then they say, how you doing now? But then they say to their fellow man, no, we don't want to take care of you. You can't have no insurance.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That's hypocritical, ain't it?
Not only that, but I'm down here in the Army, right?
Yeah.
And we got this thing called fall cleanup, where you're supposed to clean up your area that's your responsibility on base. And these guys asked us to bring in our own lawn equipment and weed whackers to clean up the Army base. Didn't offer no gas money, didn't offer no half day off, no type of comp for this here. You supposed to be bringing my lawn equipment to clean up the base, cut grass, do the edging of the lawn. Are you serious?
That's Uncle Sam for you.
That's Uncle Sam for you.
Okay, you done depressed us enough with this, man. Can we get to some football talk?
All right.
You done brought the party. Baby. You done brought the party to a screeching halt. How'd you do last week on your picks? How'd you do last week on your picks?
I went, let's see. I went half for half. So
you went half and half?
50%.
All right, I'm going to run it down to you. Who did you have Buffalo and Cleveland Thursday night?
I had Buffalo, man.
Yeah,
but, that was the worst of the worst.
Free agent took Buffalo, too. I'm glad he lost that sniveling coward.
All right. I forgot about that game.
Who would you have took, though?
I took Buffalo.
Yeah, you lost. All right, here we go. We started in Green Bay today. Packers. Detroit at Green Bay. Who you got?
I'm going Green Bay.
New Orleans at Chicago.
New Orleans.
Studio on fire.
Right.
Hold on, let me get these off before we set on fire. Yeah. KC at Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Jacksonville at St. Louis.
What? Oh, man, I'm going to go Jacksonville, man.
Hold on, brother. I got to put one foot out the door. I think we on fire here. New England at Cincinnati.
New England.
Seattle at Indy.
Seattle.
Be more at Miami.
Miami.
Philly at G-Men. Giants.
Yeah, Giants.
Carolina at Arizona.
Arizona.
Chargers at Oakland.
Chargers.
Denver at Dallas.
A whole day long, the Denver Broncos and horses going to be stomping on them Cowboy ass.
The Sunday night game, Houston at 49ers.
You know who? You don't have to ask me that, man. Just go ahead and put the Niners on for the whole. When the Niners playing anybody, except when they go back to playing Seattle.
And we got the Monday night game, Jets at ATL.
ATL.
All right, we got Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, Washington. They all off this week.
Yeah, that's good because either one of those teams are hot anyway. So,
all right.
guys have a good week, and DC and free agent, y'all need to come over to the 49er land, man, and get off
I'm not doing it. I'm strictly Baltimore all day.
Free agent, he ain't in. He's at home sniveling like a coward up under the bed.
What he scared of? Tell him down 911.
He's scared of his own shadow.
If he down 911 in Detroit, he might have to wait, but that's all good. All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, we'll take a quick commercial break here, then we come back. We're going to have our picks and our final words. All right, Longhorn, thanks for calling in.
All right, Texas all the way, baby.
All right, hey, how'd your boy Johnny Football? He was off yesterday, wasn't he?
Man, that dude, man, look, I'm trying to tell you, he's going to be the superstar in the college, but he's not going to make it in the pros, brother. I'm telling you right now. He better live all this up now. When he get out of college, he either go to the CFL or real football, just like Tebow. You know how they hyped up Tebow when he was in college? Now he's doing what? Yeah, I don't know, washing cars, I don't know.
Bagging groceries.
Looking for a job.
All right, Longhorn, we're about to go to a commercial break. Thanks for calling in.
All right,
later. All right, let's take a commercial break. We come back, we'll give our picks and wrap it up for today.
With all the talk of universal health care these days, there may soon come a time when worrying about your own insurance or limited insurance isn't a problem. But the cold reality is that many people simply can't afford health care coverage. But there is hope in the form of a medical discount program called WellCard Health. WellCard Health provides discounts on doctor, dental, and vision visits with a prescription service and other programs as well. These services are available at doctor's offices and pharmacies throughout the U.S., including CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Rite Aid, and more. For more information, 800-285-5941. Cards can be issued for your entire family. There's no household limit. Cards can even be obtained for churches, community organizations, and businesses. Don't worry about the high cost of healthcare any longer. For more information, 800-285-5941 to learn more about how you can take advantage of WellCard Health. More information is also available at www.consumerhealthresources.com.
Do you or simple? Yeah.
Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by Gracie C Pizzeria and Sports Lounge. Gracie C is located at 6889 Greenfield in Detroit. They offer big screens, a full bar, old-fashioned Italian cooking, a pool table, free football squares, karaoke on odd Fridays, and daily food and bar specials. They're open noon on Sundays. Family owned and operated since 1969. Their phone number is 313-581-8070. For more info, graciec.com. That's GRACIESEE.com. Gracie C is offering the Jersey Special, a free topping to any pizza all day Sunday. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by ReservationsBest.com. ReservationsBest.com has the hotel you need. We instantly collect and compare the booking prices of all the top travel deal services on the internet, like Expedia, Hotels.com, Travelocity, and many others. No matter where you're headed, ReservationsBest.com will save you hotel costs. For more information, www.reservationsbest.com. You're listening to Detroit Sports Jersey live on WHPR 88.1 FM, Power Talk Live Radio, live call-in number 313-868-3688 or 313-868-0331. Live streaming at FM881WHPR.com. Past shows are at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. Now back to host Will and DC.
All right, thank you very much. We're about to give our NFL picks for today, but before we do, let me give some key dates coming up for the Pistons, just in case you're a fan, DC.
I might go see him this year.
October the 10th, they got Miami coming in for the exhibition game. November the 1st, season opener against Memphis, and November the 3rd, the home opener against Boston. Then the Lakers come to town November the 29th at the Palace.
I might go see that.
March the 28th, you got the Miami come to town in the regular season at the Palace.
I might go see that too.
Also, November the 25th, you got Milwaukee coming to town. You know, Brandon Jennings used to play there, so, you know, a few key dates for Pistons fans out there. And we're real quick before we give our picks. The reason I was telling the guru, and hopefully, the coward was sitting here, why they don't want to go to Boston, man, because since Leland been the coach, they done lost. The Pistons are actually 20-29 playing Boston.
I mean, the Tigers.
The Tigers, I'm sorry. The Tigers. Detroit Tigers are 20-29 in playing the Boston Red Sox in the playoffs.
That's bad.
So that's why I was trying to tell him he really don't want to meet Boston. All right, let's get to our picks. All right, DC, we're going to lead it off with you. Let's for Detroit at Green Bay.
I'm going to say Green Bay.
New Orleans at Chicago.
New Orleans.
KC at Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Jacksonville at St. Louis.
Give me St. Louis.
New England at Cincinnati.
New England.
Seattle at Indy.
Oh, that's going to be a toss-up. Give me Seattle.
B. Moore at Miami.
Of course, man. B. Moore.
Philly at the G-Men.
Philly.
Carolina at Arizona.
Carolina.
The Chargers at Oakland, which is going to be a 11:30 night game, so sit back and get your breakfast ready.
I'm going to go with the Chargers.
The Chargers, ain't nobody going to be up on the East Coast watching this. Denver at Dallas.
Denver.
Houston at the 49ers, Sunday night game.
Give me 49ers.
Monday night game, Jets at ATL.
Give me ATL.
All right, here's my picks. I took Cleveland over Buffalo Thursday night. Today I got Green Bay. Detroit at Green Bay. I got Green Bay. New Orleans at Chicago. I'm taking New Orleans. KC at Tennessee. I'm taking KC. I'm taking St. Louis over Jacksonville. New England over Cincinnati. I'm taking Indy over Seattle. I'm taking Miami over B. Moore. Well, I didn't even pick this one. Philly at G-Men. I didn't give up on Philly. I'm taking the G-Men. Carolina at Arizona. Chargers at Oakland. I'm taking Arizona over Carolina, should I say. I'm taking the Chargers over Oakland. Denver over Dallas. Of course, my 49ers over Houston. Monday night, ATL over the Jets. And like I said, teams that do have a bye week are Minnesota, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay, and Washington. And Washington needs a bye week. All right, DC, give me your final thoughts and words for today.
Go Baltimore. And I'm mad they lost last week, too. So
let me put out this stat real fast. You know that the Dodgers, it's a 25-man roster on
the Dodgers.
On the Major League Baseball team, right?
Uh-huh.
They have a payroll of $241 million. The NFL has a 53-man roster, and they only can spend up $123. What's wrong with that picture? One team is out doing the whole NFL team.
Baseball getting that guaranteed. Baseball getting that guaranteed money.
Huh?
Baseball.
Talk to me. What's wrong with that?
Baseball getting that guaranteed
In other
money.
words, people, you better go into baseball. You want to get paid.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. That's where you want to make your money. All right. Well, good luck to the Tigers today.
What time that? You said what? It's at 1 o'clock game.
That's Monday. Tomorrow night.
Okay.
Yeah, Tigers. What I say? Yeah, Tigers. Good luck to them tomorrow, 1 o'clock. A lot of people are mad about them, switching the time, but so be it. That's how it goes. Money talks, BS walks. And on that note, we're going to get up out of here. We'll see you next Sunday. I'm your host, Will, sitting up here with DC.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in to Detroit Sports Jersey. Until next week, same place, same time. Sundays at 10 a.m. on FM 88.1 WHPR. Power Talk Live Radio. With host Will, co-host the Water Cooler Guru, and the free agent. Live call-in number 313-868-3688. Live streaming at FM881WHPR.com. Past shows are at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great week.
FM 88.1